Welcome to 60 Second Civics from the Center for Civic Education. I'm Mark Gage. The most recent amendment to the Constitution to have been ratified as of this recording in early 2024 is the 27th Amendment. It was originally proposed in 1789, but it was not ratified until May 7, 1992. It says, "No law varying the compensation for the services of the senators and representatives shall take effect until an election of representatives shall have intervened." Simply put, it means that senators and representatives can give themselves a raise, but that raise will not take effect until after there has been an election of representatives, which happens every 2 years. In other words, the people can vote to replace members of Congress if they think this salary increase is too high or is not well deserved. Congress has actually reduced its members' salaries in the past. For example, during the Great Depression, members of Congress voted to reduce their own salaries by more than 10%. Members of Congress have not raised their salaries since 2009, which, if adjusted for inflation, means that they took a roughly 29% pay cut from 2009 to 2023. But why pay members of Congress at all? One argument is that if members of Congress were not paid, this would keep less wealthy people from serving in Congress. In fact, it might make Congress the domain of only the rich. And if their pay came from any source but the federal treasury, this might make them vulnerable to corruption and undue influence by whoever pays them. The framers of the Constitution were concerned about both these things, and therefore chose to continue the practice of paying legislators for their service. They decided that members of Congress would set their own salaries, but the 27th Amendment made sure that representatives would be subject to an election before any salary adjustment would take effect. That's all for today's podcast, 60 Second Civics, where civic education only takes a minute.